Hello. Today, we will learn the story of the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and hope. We'll see how it was made, sent from France to America, and why it means so much to people. Enjoy this simple English story, and please like and subscribe. Chapter 1. A Gift from France. A long time ago, in the 1800s, the United States and France were very good friends. Both countries believed in freedom and human rights. They had helped each other during hard times. France helped the U.S. during the American Revolution. The two countries shared many of the same ideas about liberty and democracy. In 1865, a Frenchman named Édouard René de la Boulaye had a big idea. He wanted to give the United States a gift, a statue. This statue would be a symbol of freedom. It would show the friendship between France and America. It would also honor the idea of liberty for all people. La Boulaye shared his idea with another man named Frederick Auguste Bartholdi. Bartholdi was a young artist and sculptor. He loved big, strong statues. When he heard about this idea, he was very excited. He wanted to build something great, something the world would never forget. A symbol of liberty. Bartholdi began to dream of a giant statue. He wanted it to be a woman, a strong woman who held a torch high in the sky. The torch would be a symbol of light and freedom. In her other hand, the woman would hold a tablet with the date July 4th, 1776, the day the United States became free. The statue would wear long robes and a crown with 7 points, showing the 7 continents of the world. It would stand tall, like a guardian of liberty. Bartholdi believed this statue should stand at the entrance to a harbor, so that everyone coming by boat could see it. He thought New York Harbor would be the perfect place. Planning a big gift. In 1871, Bartholdi traveled to the United States for the first time. He visited many cities and met many leaders. He told them about his idea. People liked it, but there were many questions. Who would pay for this statue? How big would it be? Where would it go exactly? Bartholdi visited New York City and saw Bedloe's Island, now called Liberty Island. It was a small island in the harbor. It was perfect. Everyone arriving by boat would see it. Bartholdi returned to France and started working. The statue would be built in France, and the United States would build the pedestal, the base where the statue would stand. Making the statue. Bartholdi began to work on the statue in 1875. First, he made small models, then bigger ones. Finally, he started to build the real thing. The statue would be made of copper, a light metal. Under the copper, there would be a strong iron frame. The building process was slow and difficult. Bartholdi worked with many skilled workers and engineers. One of them was Gustave Eiffel, the same man who later built the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel helped design the inside metal frame so that the statue would be strong but light. Each part of the statue had to be made by hand: the face, the robe, the arms, and the famous tour. The face of the statue was said to be inspired by Bartholdi's own mother. Money problems. Even though the idea was popular, money was a big problem. The statue was very expensive. The French people had to pay for the statue, and the American people had to pay for the pedestal. But both countries had problems raising money. In France, people gave small amounts. School children gave coins. Artists made shows to help. The French government helped a little, but most of the money came from ordinary people. In the United States, it was harder. Many Americans didn't want to spend money on a statue. Some said, "We need money for our cities, not for art." The U.S. government didn't want to help, but one man believed in the statue. His name was Joseph Pulitzer. He was the owner of a popular newspaper. He asked people in the U.S. to give even small coins to help build the pedestal. He promised to print the name of every person who gave money in his newspaper. This worked. Thousands of Americans sent small gifts, 25 cents, 50 cents, even $1. Soon, there was enough money to build the pedestal. A statue is born. By 1884, the statue was finished in France. It was so big that it could not be moved in one piece. Workers had to take it apart into 350 pieces and pack them into 214 crates. Then they were put on a ship called the Isère and sent across the Atlantic Ocean to New York. The trip was long, but the ship arrived safely in June 1885. People were very excited. They welcomed the statue like a hero. But the pedestal in New York was not ready yet. Workers rushed to finish it. They worked day and night. Finally, on October 28, 1886, everything was ready. The big day. On that day, thousands of people came to New York Harbor. Boats filled the water. Flags flew in the air. Music played loudly. President Grover Cleveland gave a speech. He said, "We will not forget that liberty has here made her home." Then the giant French flag covering the statue's face was dropped, and everyone saw her face for the first time in America. People cheered. Cannons fired. It was a big celebration. The Statue of Liberty was now standing tall on Bedloe's Island. She was 151 feet high, almost 46 meters. And with the pedestal, the full height was over 300 feet, 93 meters. A meaning that grows. At first, the statue was a gift between two nations, but over time, it became much more. She became a welcome sign to immigrants coming from other countries. She became a light of hope for people escaping war and hunger. She became a symbol of freedom for millions of people around the world. Final thought from Chapter 1. The Statue of Liberty began as an idea, a gift between friends. But that idea became something greater. She became the voice of freedom, the face of hope, and the heart of liberty.